Why, hello there. We're back. Alright, so, Nomad, RL91X says, Yo, Pep, not often I catch 2 streams in a row. Well, now you're here. Yeah, I planned to stream today, but I wasn't completely sure, because I literally forgot today was Labor Day. At least in the US, it's Labor Day, so, like, nobody works. And I completely forgot about that. And so, like, I wake up late, and I'm like, oh no, am I late to class? And then I wasn't, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I just kind of, like, laid around, did nothing all day. And then I was like, maybe I should actually finish the Osamu Dazai drawing, which I did. And I am also working on a new piece with Linny. So we just when my program wants to load. Yeah, there we go. And I literally spent like 5 hours on the sketch alone. Okay, to be fair, I wasn't just working on the sketch. That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Okay, let's quickly flash the infinite void. Ah! Hey, look at that! Look at that! Very nice. I honestly am in love with how this, at least the sketch so far turned out. I'll have to see about the actual, like, coloring itself. The rendering. But, yeah. I wanted to try something new with a little, like, top-down camera angle. I don't know how people would call it, but, like, the camera's, like, on top. And I made him sad. And I don't know if I'll keep him sad, but I don't know. We have to see. But, well, enough staring at my art. Genshin. So, let's just go right in. Let's just pop back in. I might be somewhere in Sumeru, because I was, like, grinding for materials. But we'll see. But yeah, like, the second I saw Linny's design, I was like, I have to draw you. But, like, at the same time, I was like, man, I want to do some Bungo Stray Dogs stuff. So... And then I was like, I'm gonna do the Bungo stuff first. And I did, like, 2 sketches of Dazai, which is, like, his current, like, detective agency version, and then his, like, Port Mafia self. But then I didn't like them, so then I redrew them. And then I didn't like them, so I redrew them again. And it was a mess. But, I'm done with one of them, so I'm like, okay, now I can do the Linny stuff now. Which, I am so happy that Linny's design... Okay, yes, I am Sumeru. I am so happy that Linny's design isn't, like, too filled with detail. Ah, oh, man, I don't have any more of these? What? Darn. Let me see if his domain is open. It is indeed. Yeah, no, it's open tomorrow. Darn. We're not focusing on that. Let me change my party. Let's see, party setup. Lenny, my son, what are you doing over here? You know what? Yeah, I'll keep Nikita. You know what? I like this party setup. It's pretty dumb. I'll keep it like that. Alright. Time to go back to Fontaine. Wait, actually, no, let me put the little marker first. Oh, hello? Hello? Ah, okay, it's a new event. Alright. My little dumb thing. Oh, okay, it's already in the navigation. Sweet. Sweet, we're on the beach. Are we on the beach? Why are we on the beach? Okay. Oh, that's right, yeah, we teleported to the beach. Now I remember. Okay. This is, like, the closest. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna walk from there. Swim from there. Swim from there. Because it's underwater. Okay, let's switch to linear. Where is it? Over here. Ah! I did the dolphin thing! I did the dolphin thing! Lag? Please don't crash on me. Oh no! Oh no. Did it crash on me? No! Are you serious? Well, okay. I'm just gonna do this and oh no 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 no. Okay, okay, okay. So this could either it was just like a dumb little fluke and it like just crashed because it's like changing a cutscene, or I have to play that scene on my phone and then go back to it because it will not load on a computer. Because that's like an issue Fontaine has been having, from what I've heard. That there are some parts that are, like, basically unplayable. Bruh. No, no, I just want to play a dumb game. It was like the exact reason why like my first couple Fontaine streams were like 3 hours long. Because I spent a good chunk of time trying to figure out what was going on. I promise, if it was me in control, this would not happen at all. Dang. Okay, 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 okay. I'm gonna check to see if everything, like, works first.
According to Melusa's info, the synth production base
is underwater. Okay. Wait, are you serious? It just crashed for zero reason? That's stupid. That sucks. No.
Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Bruh, okay, okay. Alright, cool. Let's go back. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. What, was going out of the water too much for it to handle? Bruh. There is a hydroculus somewhere here. Either... is it on top? Wait, no, it says it's in the... under. Oh, it's down there. It's down there. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, I can see it. I can see... okay.
Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base.
I love that we could just talk underwater.
Seem out of the ordinary at all.
We could just do that here. Love the art of you just chilling in the fountain. Thank you, thank you. It's basically just like, I don't think there were, I think there are loading screens when you like first download the game, and it's like depending on which traveler, I don't know if you could pick them. It's like depending on which traveler, it's a little different. The one that I picked was the one with Ether, which is the male traveler, because it looked very nice. Also, I thought it was like general enough for my streams. Well, they don't want it to stand out.
Ah, you're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Meanwhile, inside the Opera Epiclese... Ooh, are we gonna see, like, scenes from different perspectives? Please do not crash if that happens. Please.
It would appear that I must
Okay.
repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia.
Okay.
Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of.
It's like, you were the one with you're the serial kidnapper of this country. The what? Huh? What?
However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right?
Oh my god, did he do this on purpose just to fight in a duel? I swear, that is something that Childe would actually do.
In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion
course.
duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Dang.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Yes, but have you considered that the entire reason I got myself arrested was to fight? Have you considered that I'm just a lord of chaos?
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House.
It's so weird that Childe isn't here.
Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui Harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness.
Dang. It's like, well, you know, if there's nothing stopping me from just barging into a trial and speaking out, you know, I'll take every opportunity.
But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway, so I'll take you up on that offer.
I love how this guy is just like, oh, this is interesting. So dumb.
So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Oh my god. Childe, fight me. What? I need to commit crime? Okay, as long as I get a fight.
Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
Man, I would not be surprised if that's the exact reason why he was, like, charged. Like, probably did all this on purpose.
That person
He's the type. He's the type. Bro, I'm not even here. Okay. I can select all of these? Okay. Let's go with... What will this do?
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières!
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Oh my god, no! These people.
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
After some time, a shocked and confused Marcel is brought up to the stands. I kind of wonder if you
Mr.
can
Marcel,
even do this in real life.
you will not require an attorney.
Like,
is that correct?
I wonder if you can even do this in real life, if you can just walk into, like, a mid-trial and be like, hey, that person isn't the perpetrator, it's this other person. Can you do that? I don't think you can.
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father?
Yes.
Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember, both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Farina is... she's something. She is something indeed. And I imagine, this was just me low-key theorizing here, I imagine that she has, like, no idea what the heck is going on in this court case. She's just saying words. She's just saying things. Magnavox says hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, I think Farina's just saying words. It's just something to fill the silence.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Okay, are we gonna get cool art?
On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières.
I love the art for the trial thingies. It was like one of my favorite parts about Linny's trial. It's so cool, and the colors and the little sepia and the so good. See, hosted a large banquet in the countryside estate owned by that word.
During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound.
That is, not the design I was expecting for a man called Jacques. That was not what I was expecting. Oh man, Genshin anime when?
The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene.
Genshin
As a
manga
result,
when?
they concluded
Like
that the
actual
suspect's
manga?
first shot must have missed,
Not a
while the
prequel-
second must have taken Jacques'
prequel
life.
thing? The guards' investigation did not cover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have been missed. Okay.
The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel.
Ah man, you know what this reminds me, the art? It kind of reminds me of... I don't know if anybody knows about this, but there's like this graphic novel based on the adventures of Tom Sawyer that I read in, like, intermediate school, I think. And it had like a, well, I mean, it wasn't an anime style, but it had like an aesthetic very similar to this, with these like thick outlines and harsh shadows, but like these dash of colors. And what I'm describing is just a normal graphic novel. But like this aesthetic, this specific like aesthetic it has here, is like reminding me a lot of that.
Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
It's so freaking cool. I love this art. I want them to like post like files of these. I would save these. I could get a print of these.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene.
Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Ooh, alright. Magnavox says it's amazing, the art style. I know, it's so good. It's, cause like, whatever artist does these, like, you see this, like, specific, like, line work and character work in a lot of other little, like, Genshin official arts, but it's this specific aesthetic, this specific, like, way, like, color palette and shading, I'm in love with. I'm so in love with. I'm in love with it so much. Nomad says, I'm familiar with the Tom Sawyer. There was a series of graphic novels like it. I recall seeing one about King Arthur. I'm so happy that somebody else knows about these graphic novels of Tom Sawyer. That was actually, like, my first introduction to them, because I never, like, read them in any of, like, my English classes. I just knew they existed. And then one time I got a little curious and looked into the Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, and while I was reading the summary of Tom Sawyer, I was like, hey, this is like the comic that I read when I was like 12. But yeah, I'm in love with this art. Okay. Callus did not carry a gun with him as he went. Act in self-defense. Wait, this is about the banquet. So can we choose? Ah, okay, good. We can choose these. So I think with this one we can put that Callus didn't have a gun. Dang it!
Something's not...
It made sense. It made sense. Dang, okay. I mean, I can just, like, click through each one of them until I get the right one, but I want to think. I want to think about this. Which one's this one? Bruh! Okay.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Nice. The new art, so good. Let's see, This is... I'll go with this one. Okay.
Testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end he reconsidered, and instead shared everything with Callus.
hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
Oh my god, the eye patch! I love the eye patch with the little anchor. That's cute. That's cute. Jacques does not. That was not what I was expecting for a guy named Jacques. This little bowl cup looking man with the middle part, like he just walked out of like 2005. My goodness. Okay. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion. First shot must have been missed. This deduction is based on the circumstances that there was no third person on the scene. Okay, maybe I could put... Dang it, okay, it was already... See this one.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
Damn, Uvulette. See, this is what happens when you too emotional.
The true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Okay, let me freak out over the art for a second here. The cool freaking cape with the collar. Dang. And like the person dissolving. That is so cool. Ah, man. Genshin graphic novel 1. Successful refutation.
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
Yeah.
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Alright, Nomad says, I don't know, that look is total Jacques energy. The name shares origins with Jack, if I recall. He looks more like a Jack. Which, I mean, if it is, then yeah, I guess that does make sense. Looks more like a Jack.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
Freaking jellyfish haircut.
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home!
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
A little bit. A little bit, I guess. But like, then again, in the last trial, she was the one who was accusing Linny, so she's a lot more like... She was a lot more part of it. Meanwhile, here, she's just kind of acting like... I don't know. She has like no idea what's going on and she's just saying words.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
That too.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
She's capable of that? What?
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, Then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I don't know if I don't know if it was his turn to speak. I don't know. I know I saw like 2 court trials when I was like 13 for school, and to my knowledge, you have very specific times to speak.
I've thought about this
if I
too,
remember correctly.
and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him.
Also, he wouldn't testify in court if he was the perpetrator.
The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist.
Dang. She's roasting the entire justice system of Fontaine.
But by staying silent, we retain the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
Pop off, Navia, pop off.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
Yes.
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent,
Clorand.
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clorand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I mean, this is pretty obvious. This is really obvious by just comparing Farina to, like, the other Archons. But she seriously does not watch over her people. Like at all. Which, I mean, it's obvious. Like, her whole thing is that she's basically confined herself in the courtroom. I mean, that's like her whole thing. And that Neuvillette is, like, the one who actually does all of the work that she's supposed to do. Really? But it's like, you know, you compare her to, like, Nahida, who, even when she is, like, confined in a space, Nahida is still able to, like, watch over everybody in the entirety of Sumeru because, like, she's a god. But Farina does not seem to do that. I mean, I know it's obvious, but she clearly doesn't do that because, like, all of the characters are saying, like, this, and that happened, and she's like, huh? What? Excuse me? Huh? I don't think Farina's a bad person, though. Like, she definitely strikes me as someone who really doesn't know what she's doing.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Man, these audience members are... these audience members, man.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots.
Wait, no, she, like, just said that they were planning for her to be the next victim, to disappear. Like, just by that already tells you that those are connected. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. She literally said that this whole thing happened because she was next in line to like, be a victim of the disappearance cases. So it's like, huh, maybe we should, like, look into that. If like, whatever was going on was, like, had to do with that. Okay. Nomad says she believes in protecting the people in the legal sense of the word. That I could actually fully believe. And that makes complete sense for her, actually. I mean, we don't know, because we don't know too much about her yet, but I believe that.
And, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
That is true.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous.
Excel says hello again. Hello, welcome back.
I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Kinda depends how.
I don't know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations, until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
Oh, the music.
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain.
It's true, that is true.
In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage.
Okay.
But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I was just about to say, like, how can we prove that? But, yeah, we need to look into your records, man, to see if you're telling the truth.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
Dang.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Okay, these string of comments are a little funny. Would you ever do another Biggering storyboard? Well, the thing about Biggering is that it is one song, and I kind of already did an animatic of that one song. Now, if you're asking if I'll ever redo it, I kind of want to, later. And when I mean later, I mean in, like, maybe, like, a year or two. It's mostly because, like, I had such a blast working on that video, and I definitely wouldn't mind, like, redoing it, you know, with, like, improved skills, and hopefully, like, industry standard skills as well. But as for anytime soon, no. No. I do have some, like, other Lorax animatics planned, because I had this little saga thingy in mind, but currently I'm working on, like, another little animation that's not Lorax related, but hopefully after I get done with that one, I could start the other one that I have planned.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time.
Okay. This man's confident.
Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
Oh, hello. No! I have no idea what just happened. What just happened? Hold on a sec. What just happened? Okay. No, everything seems to be fine. Okay. I have no idea what just happened. Okay. Let me, like, wait for a little bit and check something. If it... No, it seems to be fine. Okay, that was weird. I
think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Oh.
Huh.
Ha! He reacted.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Sure, yeah, no, definitely. It's a very normal response.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah. Nah. It's a very sus response. Let's see, a little earlier at the entrance to the synth production base. Axel asks, do you think the Lorax would work in live action? I don't think so. I don't think Dr. Seuss in general really works in live action. Not because you can't, because you definitely can, but I feel like Dr. Seuss properties are like so wacky and whimsical that you like really need to suspend your disbelief, and with animation it's like a lot easier to do that. Also there's the fact that like in animation you can literally do whatever you want. Meanwhile in live action it's a lot more limited. I'm not saying you can't, you definitely can, because like as weird as the Cat in the Hat movie is, it's up there, okay. As weird as the Cat in the Hat movie is, like, personally, I think that they have, like, the aesthetic down. Like the general style. So, I mean, it can work. But I think, like, animated works a little better. I will admit, though, I am biased, because I'm an animator. Anything will happen? Oh, Door of Resurrection. Oh. Okay. What elements do I need? It does not tell me. Okay. Oh god, oh no. Those are level 90. Those are level 90. Darn it. And the game is lagging. No! Please. Okay. Level 90. I can't use Linny. I cannot use Linny for this. Because my Linny is simply just, he is not up for that. So I'm switching it to Diluc. I need Ayato for this. These two. Okay, no. You'll be here. I don't know if I need Venti. Okay, we're going to try with Nahida. Okay, we're gonna try with Nahida. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. My Nahida is like somewhat built, but not like fully. We're gonna try with her. Okay. And I hope this doesn't crash. Just lower the volume a little bit. Oh god, okay. I haven't fought much mecha in this game. Let's go with Ayato first. Also, I don't know if the stream is going to handle fight scenes very well. So if it ends up being terrible, I'm sorry. That's why I normally do story stuff.
Everyone hold hands! Help!
Dang.
Share my knowledge!
Mind the deluge.
Burn!
Okay, that was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Alright. What is the level 90? Haven't needed Bennett yet.
Be still.
Alright. Woo! Nice.
Whoa! The floor is going up!
Also, oh my god, gameplay? What?
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle?
Gameplay in a video game? What is this?
Stuff for this place.
Magnavox says, well friends, I'm going to go work. See you after a while. Alright then, hope you like the stream. Whoa. Okay, I guess I'm going. So it's like a time thing? Okay. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, man, this is so cool. I love this.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way.
Is there
Let's
like
take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
This is like a hidden... It's there. Do I need to go down? Let me see if there's anything down here. Miduk says you're talented at what you do. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm always trying to like improve and get better. with time. Okay, so doesn't seem to be anything here. What about there? Anything here? Nope. Okay. How about down here? Oh, sweet. Okay. I found something. Flood the room. You know, maybe. Wow, okay, yo, what is this? Okay. Aw, man, I can't climb it. Seems to be of a woman. Oh, okay. Is it a drain? Oh, we are flooding the room. Hey, what do you know? Look at that. Sweet.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Well, it's something. Alright, time to fight these. Alright, which one seems to be the strongest?
Cascade!
Everyone hold hands!
Everybody stand back!
Water temple puzzle? Yes.
Kamisato Arc. Suiyu! Time for retribution!
You know, I honestly thought this was gonna be, because they're level 90, I thought they were gonna be a lot harder than they actually are. There's some enemies that are like level 80 that I can barely defeat.
Be still.
These robots are barely easy.
Adventure time!
I see everything!
Oh, okay, this is another battle song.
Cascade!
Nice. Nice. Let me open the chest with Nahida. Hey, Hydro Sigil! Woo! Heck yeah, I got some scrolls? Even better. I need those for Linny. Axel says, I don't think anyone has made a Biggering fan animation with actual movement. I don't think so either. I know, I just did it because I wanted to, like, work a bit on, like, my animatic skills.
Now the path is clear! Let's go!
But I'm pretty happy that I did that. Switch to here. Alright. I can't believe that, like, how far are we into this? This is like 5-6 hours into the quest, and now we actually have gameplay. Like, we actually have, like, running around and fighting enemies. I don't know, I just think that's kind of funny. I mean, I don't mind it too much. It's just kind of funny that it's like, oh yeah, that's right, this is a game. Right, more of these guys. More of these dudes. Midwolf says, my favorite detail in your Big Ring storyboard is how at the very end of the song the Onceler coughs. It's such a nice detail. I don't remember if that was completely my idea or my brother's idea. I don't remember what it was. Who was it that came up with that? But when I thought about it, I was like, that is such a cool detail, because like I really, really wanted to emphasize how
everything's in place and they've taken the bait.
Not now. How the Onceler was like not only harming, like I wanted to show that he was also harming the people, but like the animal. It's like not only is he harming everything around him, but he's inadvertently harming himself.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Because I thought it would make the message like hit a lot harder, where it's like it's not affecting him to the same degree as it's affecting like the animals, but it's still affecting him, because like that's what happens when you destroy everything around you. It's gonna catch up eventually. Nomad says, fight scenes in my interactive anime? What is this? Okay, which one has the guns? It's that one. Okay. Okay, that one has the guns.
Mind the deluge.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Verdict is...
Everyone hold hands!
Okay, we're back to the normal. Okay, that one's near the edge. That one's near the edge. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! No!
I'm
No!
feeling a little washed out.
Okay. Okay, Ayato's gone. No, that's fine.
Let's light it up!
We got this. I can fight. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay.
Hey! Sharing my knowledge!
That's not good. 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 Stop shooting! Stop shooting bullets, please!
Everybody stand!
I need heal. I need heal. I need heal. I need heal.
I see everything! Ouchie!
Okay, 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 okay.
Burn!
I need to find a window so I can revive Ayato. Because I'm just shooting fire. Dang it! Yes, yes, revive him, please.
Off we go!
No, I'm good. Okay, 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 okay. You know what? Just a sec. Dang, okay. Let's get food. Food. Do I have any sweet madons? I don't have any. Darn, I only have 2. That is bad. That is really bad. Okay. But I do have some skewers, so that's good. That's good. And if you're wondering, Pep, you have like all of this food. And it's like, yes, but the thing is that I don't cook really often, so I only usually have like 1 of like each kind of food. So it's usually sweet madons and mushroom skewers that I give these people. Okay, some skewers. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Holy water? When did we get holy water? Whoa. This is milk? This is milk. Okay. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Switch.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Be still. That's far enough.
Okay. Not bad. Dang, we still have this guy.
Make yourselves at home!
I may have overestimated myself.
Just a bit.
Or retribution!
You know what? Maybe the reason why I kept saying the other guys were easy is because it was these dogs and not these, like, humanoids with guns. Maybe.
The depths beckon.
Hey!
Okay, switch. We're fine. No, we're okay. We're okay, guys. We're good. I know how to play video games. I do indeed. You know, my video game experience peaked at Dark Souls, not The Sims. I promise you. Okay, Okay, so Midoof says, you're a brilliant storyboarder. I've watched your storyboard 5 to 6 times. Thank you. Honestly, it's impressive how you get me hooked in the video. I'm really good at how the movie looked so different.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages.
Like everything you covered is really, really interesting. Storyboards, the concept art, I love it. I love all of it. Thank you. 10 out of 10, we'll fight again, XD. Yes. That was honestly a pretty okay, that was a pretty good fight, actually, like, compared to some other ones that I've had. And okay, cause, like, it's not like these bosses are hard.
We finally made it to the innermost sanctum.
It's more like they require, like, a bit of strategy that I don't have. The most basic strategy that I have is, like, Hydro and Pyro go very, very well together. I need a healer, and I either need Anemo to swirl or Dendro to do some, like, other reactions. And that's, like, the furthest my strategy goes.
So, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
If I'm not mistaken, he's being charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
Once we have free reign in town, I need to go make some food. Oh. So, playing as Traveler. I need to make some more sweet madames because I don't have any left.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough.
I am so curious about this primordial sea because, like, it is probably definitely related to the primordial one, which is, to our knowledge, like the ultimate being in the Genshin world. Because they don't really have a name. Well, I mean, technically they do, but, like, not really. They're mostly known as the primordial one. So this primordial sea has to be related to them. And there's also the fact that Celestia is right on top of Fontaine. And, man, I can't wait till they actually start talking about this. I hope that they'll talk about this probably in, like, Act 3 or 4.
The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Oh, that's disturbing. Calm down, Paimon.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before. How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone?
It's called being a mad scientist. Nomad says, super old, super gross seawater makes a drug and lets you talk to God? Maybe. I don't know. You know, I just had a stupid thought, which was like, what if after you take, like, enough of it, like, right before you have, like, what's the equivalent of an overdose, you can talk to the primordial one.
You read the rest.
He just, like, sits down and gives you some tea, and is like, hey, how's your life been? The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called... I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Who was dissolved. Okay. Okay, that's interesting.
So that's why he did all of these experiments. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
There's another name here. Vache? I think it's Vache.
Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
No, he is the researcher. Okay.
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Yes, he signed off on a bunch of the he signed off on a bunch of the experiment reports. The voice I heard in the fountain was probably... I'm just gonna call it V.
So that's it! Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
Probably because he's trying to find a way to get her back. Alright, I think that's pretty obvious. There must be more to this than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Let's see, 60 games. The experiment was a failure. Okay. So we got some more human experimentation. Woo! We love that. Didn't care how many victims he had to dissolve in his quest to get his lover back to life. Who?
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
There are so many.
Mixing in progress, ready to drink, stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Oh no! Oh no! Dang, there's flavored synth as well. You know, you gotta get all of the high schoolers addicted, you know? Well, that definitely proves that this is where they produce synth.
Yep, it's super obvious.
Oh my god, my avatar is not there. Hold on a sec. I just noticed my avatar is not there. Okay. Let me like quickly. Excuse me? Where's my avatar? Why ain't it there? You know, no, it's fine. You know what? No, this stream is going to not have my avatar for now. I don't want to accidentally do something that ruins the stream. It's fine. It's just a PNG of my avatar opening and closing her mouth. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to accidentally ruin the stream just by looking into this. Just my avatar disappeared. It's fine. Nomad says, moral danger and moral ambiguity trumps once again. Oh yeah. Yum, I want to try some strawberry banana synth. Is there raspberry synth? Oh my god. It's so... oh man. It's so funny. Okay, so I investigated this part. Okay, what about here?
What's all this? Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things!
You mean the boxes?
Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box!
Oh, it's their material. There's a name too.
Oh.
Their items.
Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
They probably belong to the victims. Axel says, can I call you Pepper? Yeah. Most of my viewers call me Pep, but Pepper is cool too.
Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here?
That makes sense.
And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things. These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
Is that a globe? No, that's not a globe. What is that?
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
This is probably related to him and Jacques' case.
Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely.
All right.
I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
They planned this in advance as well. So what is
They're
this?
all just so evil.
I was gonna say, is this like a premeditated murder, or I don't know what's the exact term. No, I mean, is it premeditated murder if you're not the one doing the murder directly? Is anything here? No, okay. Anything here? Nope, can I sit on the chair? Can I sit on the chair? No, I can't sit on the chair. Darn. Okay. I'm really happy that we are, like, investigating, like, a human experiment. This is a human experiment thing going on. I'm really happy that we're doing, like a human experiment lab thing. I'm really happy that we're doing that, in the story. Mainly because, like, in Sumeru, there's also some more stereotypical human experimentation going on. Like, when I mean stereotypical, I mean, like, kidnapping children and then injecting them with, like, certain substances to see how they would react, and, like, keeping them there, like, that kind of stuff. Sumeru had that, and we learned about that with one of the characters, Kale, but it's, like, never a thing that we ever, like, investigate in the Sumeru Archon quest. And, like, to be fair, it's because it wasn't that important to the story, but there is a part where we visit like an abandoned hospital that used to be the place where some of these experiments used to take place. And, I mean, you can investigate them. You can investigate them if you want, but it's just not part of the story. It just kind of sort of leaves the viewer to look around themselves. And, like, that's not a bad thing. But I feel like it hits different when it's, you know, actually, like, in the story. I don't know. I mean, I think what they should have done is have a scene similar to this, and only give, like, bits and pieces about what happened, and then the rest you can figure out for yourself. Anything else? Oh, this pool? Oh my god, okay, if this water is where these girls were... Oh my god, that'd be so gross and cool.
There's an important looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
That must be the water from the Primordial Sea.
That means this is where they make all the synth, and that special water is the main ingredient.
This is where they all made that special Special water. Where did you even get this?
If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
Here's my question. Where did you even get this? Because, like, we just found out water from the primordial sea is a thing. Where did this person acquire this stuff?
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But...
who really is this Vache?
yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera,
that's what I'm saying. It's an
we
alias,
won't be able to
probably.
identify the true culprit.
It's most likely an alias. Clever, but maybe not clever enough. Let's look again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
I don't know. To me, I think it's an alias, I think. I don't know. To me, it seems pretty obvious that it's like, if you don't want to be caught, but you need to put names on things, you choose an alias. I don't know. Okay. Inspector Who says, have I tried elemental sight in here? I probably should. Anything? Ooh. There's like an ominous drum beat in the music. It's pretty nice. Okay, what happens if I step in here? Aw, man, I can't step in it? Darn. Keep looking for more clues. Is more stuff up ahead? Can I even go up ahead? No, I can't. Maybe... the water is black. Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that. That's... ominous. That's ominous. Do I go in, can I go in here? Darn, okay. Starting to run out of things to look for. I don't know what I'm supposed to look for. There's like a tunnel up there. But I already looked at all of the little spark. Can't go up there. Huh, okay. Let me check something. New suspect, you and now you split up. Okay, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. It's just explaining what's going on. Maybe there's gonna be something back here. Nothing here yet. Bruh, okay, so it is down there. But what? What am I looking for here? There's not much to interact with. Unless I'm supposed to break something. Apologies if I'm just kind of like running around. I'm trying here. It's like, unless I'm like... Oh.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure.
Inspector Who says, I'm really loving what Fontaine is doing so far. I am absolutely in love with, I'm absolutely in love with Fontaine's entire story right now. And I've mentioned this before, I can't tell whether or not, like, the writing is a lot stronger, or I'm just more, I just like this, like, murder mystery plot a lot more. I don't know which one it is, it's probably both, but I'm in love with it. Axel says, what's your favorite Stupendium song? I'll admit, I haven't listened to too much Stupendium. Like, the only reason I found his, The Fine Print song was because I saw it in a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared animatic, and I was like, this is really cool, where does it come from? But I like their Fallout New Vegas one. It's because my brother showed it to me. I like that one, but it, like, my favorite so far is probably The Fine Print, mainly because, like, I've listened to it so many times. The Genshin one that they made, though, it's not, like, my favorite, and it's not something I would, like, listen to all the time, but I love it because I just love how this man is trying his very best to cram in as much lore in a single song, and it's very entertaining. And it's also really cool while I listen to it because I'm like, oh yeah, I understand everything that he's saying. Right, after some time.
Ugh, nothing at all! And Paimon can't even find snacks either!
Drink the water. Paimon, I found it.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see!
It's a very pretty book.
Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary! Let's see! Aw, it's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too.
Take a look at
Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names. Oh. Can't read it, but it's very nice. Yeah, I know.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them?
Inspector Who says, I think the mystery and us actually trying to solve it actively makes this feel more fun. It's also very dark compared to before. We're dealing with the Genshin version of Jack the Ripper. I have actually never thought about that comparison, but that actually makes a lot of sense. That's pretty neat. Oh no, I definitely agree. It's probably the fact that we are actually, like, investigating things and, like, learning about, like, what's going on. Because, like, we had that in Sumeru a lot, too. But Sumeru was more of, like, an action-adventure thing. Meanwhile, Fontaine is definitely more, like, detective, mystery, court thing. But they have similar things going on. Which probably makes sense. Like, a big like one of the things I absolutely love about Genshin, it's the lore and story. So maybe it's actually because of that. It's because we're, like, actually learning about the stuff going on that makes me go, like, oh, this is amazing. Also, yeah, it's pretty dark. Like, it doesn't seem very dark, but, like, you think about it for a little bit, and it's like, this is a guy doing experiments by getting people addicted to a drug and kidnapping people and effectively killing them, all in an attempt to try to find a way to get them back. It's really messed up. Also, Axel says I really like the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared TV show. I do too. I think it's amazing.
The final name she decided on was
Vache.
Marcel.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Venier's grown son?
I guess the Oceanid lady was, like, decades old. I figured it out. Let's go, Paimon.
still hasn't figured it out yet.
Nice. Inspector Who says, death has been mentioned more in Fontaine than in all other regions combined, I feel. I agree, actually. I agree. Also, the fact that...
image do you see, Marcel?
Also, the fact that, like, Linny's co-worker literally got smashed with a water tank. Like, I was so shocked when that happened in Act 1, because I was like, oh, damn, okay, we're just gonna see someone die. Which, I mean, they did that with Signora in the Inazuma Archon quest. In Inazuma, we saw that, but, like, I think the difference is that, like, you know, Signora's a villain, so, like, when she dies, it's kind of like a, oh, damn. Well, except for the poor people who wanted her to be a playable character. But with this guy, it was like, this is just like a normal innocent man, and we see him get, like, smashed by a water tank. Like, what the heck?
Is it a man named Vache?
Vache. I keep forgetting how to pronounce it.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
And again, people just barging into a courtroom. Just like that.
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
I love that even Nuvillette is all like, bro. It's like, damn it, not again. How many times? Well, Nuvillette, if you actually put, like, guards in front of your office and actually made yourself seem like an actual important figure that people need to, like, do X, Y, and Z just to meet you, then maybe people would probably take your rules just a tad bit more seriously. Nuva's just a tired daddy. He is. He's so tired.
It's all right, Monsieur Nuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
This reminds me of that scene in B-Movie where Barry B. Benson just like appears and he's like, I got a smoking gun, and they show the little smoker for the bees. You say you've never heard of Vache. Okay. I think this one's the most plausible. Are we getting some more art? Or...
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Oh my god, Lumina's talking. Lumine's talking.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything! After your lover, Veneer, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you! You even created Marcel as a new identity, and destroyed all records of your past as Vache!
How do we know this? Nomad says, I think tired is a trait of a lot of the Genshin leaders. Captains and higher-ups experience. Yeah, that's definitely a trait most of them have. No, I think, like, Nuvillette in particular has to deal with a brat for an Archon. A brat for an Archon, and then people just, like, casually disobeying all of his, like, rules in court. Inspector Who says, Lumine speaking? Sarah's getting paid. Sarah's finally getting paid.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense.
Wait, but isn't he like their kid?
Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
God, I love her like, servants so much.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you. What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes?
Yeah, dude, but you also kinda, you know, did an entire, like, drug industry, and also kidnapped a lot of innocent people. I don't know, man. Inspector Who says Silver and Maluz are S-tier NPCs. Honestly, I love these two so much. Axel says, have you heard that Ruby from the show is now a VTuber? No, and I know nothing about that.
No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow.
I think we need to ask him, since he saw her get dissolved, and this was like before the disappearances. Yeah, I think we need to ask him, like, okay, how did this happen? Because you saw this happen. I don't know. I'm like, how did this happen? Also, where did you acquire this water? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this stuff? Inspector Who says he's out of line, but he's right. Definitely. Well, he's right in the sense of, like, the law doesn't care about the people, it just cares about upholding it.
But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Oh my god! No!
Hey,
no!
Is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve!
Okay, I like forgot that he's not from Fontaine, so when he drank the water, my first thought was like, oh my god, is he gonna dissolve? Is he going to dissolve himself?
Do you all see? I can't go, I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
Sir, idiot, is not the correct term. She was incredibly smart. You learn some vocabulary.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress.
Yep.
Guards, please restrain him.
Oh yeah.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignier. I promise, Vignier. Vignier!
He is not well.
Please, Vignier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
I kind of forgot that. I kind of forgot Tartaglia was part of this.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances
Nubia
case.
is sitting cross-legged. It's gotta be all fancy. Nubia proceeds to review and compile all of the evidence.
The man now
records.
known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result.
Damn!
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life.
Okay, but like, why women specifically?
To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method.
Okay. Inspector Who says maybe because he needed subjects similar to his lover. Yeah, most likely. Most likely. I'm just here like... But wouldn't it, like, be effective to, like, any Fontanian?
However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
There's a child. There's a little kid in this court case. Who brought a child to this case? What the heck? What is this, guys?
The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
It's so cool.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is...
Every time they say the Oratrice's, like, full title, I'm just like, how'd you do that?
guilty.
Dang.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
It's always the nice guys. It's always the nice guys.
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves.
Nomad says random kid in the courthouse. Whoa! What drama and murder! Love this episode. It's like, Dad, can we go back to the court next week?
Huh? Are you okay?
They have cookies and punch by the door. Navia?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending.
What is Childe even doing here?
Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide.
Dang.
Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Nomad says, make sure the punch wasn't fruit-flavored synth. Maybe it was. Maybe it would be. Maybe, I don't know.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
But why were you accused, then?
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
Poor Nuvillette, it's just like every like few minutes somebody just like disrespects a rule in his courthouse and he's like, guys, please.
Alright, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Is it gonna be a repeat animation? Nope, okay.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is... guilty.
Okay. I'm not surprised. Because, look, I love Childe, but, he's always a sus individual. I mean, he's not that good of a person. So, and there's also the fact that's, like, he was still accused. Like, something happened to make people think that. Like, think he was responsible for the disappearances. Nomad says, "Stay, Childe. We need to watch you so you don't cause trouble." He always causes trouble.
What?
No, he's doing something.
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
Childe has been declared guilty by the Oratrice. Just what is going on here?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court.
Huh.
We must accept the guilty verdict.
Also, Nuvillette, you can just call it the Oratrice, you know?
Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Oh! Cinematic cutscene.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke.
It's with his theme.
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
He always does. Yo! There's gonna be more. Please be more. Is he doing the Foul Legacy? Yes! Are we gonna see his power?
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Oh, he has a scar. He got cut. Dude, that was so cool. That was.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Genshin anime when? Genshin anime when?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Oh. If even the Chief Justice doesn't know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
Damn!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Oh.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. Inspector Who says, Farina AI judge is bugging. Her AI judge.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation.
She needs to update the code.
Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement.
Sure, yeah, tell yourself that.
And, of course, for every performance there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment!
Damn, her voice actor is popping off. No, this is what I mean, that she's just saying words. She's just saying things.
If you thought Childe had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable!
I mean, to be fair, you see the things that he did in Liyue, you probably should be arrested for that.
All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave.
Dang. She's just like, nope, I am out of here.
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
Yeah. I felt bad for Neuvillette sometimes. Like, I don't know if he, takes care of her per se, but he has to, deal with her all the time.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
No, not at all.
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
Oh yeah, no, she's clueless. Absolutely clueless. Inspector Who says, I love her. I can't wait to know more about her personally. Same. Because, like, I've already mentioned this a million times before, but, like, she definitely strikes me as a character who has zero idea what she's doing. And she's just doing things that she thinks. Like, I wouldn't say what she thinks is the right thing to do, but what she thinks the people want out of her. That's at least how I am seeing her currently with what we have of her so far. So, yeah. Way to pull the rug out from under her.
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
It's exactly what I said. Yeah, I mean, not necessarily in Fontaine, but the stuff he's done from Liyue is definitely a bit, maybe, just maybe, should probably maybe get arrested for that. She has a front, but her mask is slipping. Oh, definitely. Wait, wrong button. I should have read that. I didn't read that, though. Oh well. Okay, so it's, I think... Yeah, I'm going to keep going for, like... Probably, like... Maybe, like, 20, 30 more minutes, before I leave for tonight. Oh, wait, okay, it's leave the opera house, alright. Oh, wait, actually, I want to see if he has, like, a... If he has... Actually, I should have Nahida read his mind, if he has any lines. I forgot about this, but, like, if you have Nahida, then you can... And if characters are, like, thinking, then Nahida can, like, read their minds. But, let me just...
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette! That power you showed when you took him down.
Oh!
Who are you really?
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course. If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Them pointy ears that you have are a little sus. Just a little bit. Let me see if he has any.
I see everything!
No, he doesn't. Darn it. It'd be so cool if he did. Inspector Who says you have a little more left. Oh, we'll see. If I do end up finishing Act 2 this stream, that would be amazing.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Inspector Who says, I think Nahida can only read Sumeru people. If that's true, then that sucks.
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list!
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Maybe, like, just followed us, but, like, on the other side of the other door.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Yes, I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
It was around the Fountain of Lucine. Something to do with my sensitivity to the hydro element.
The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. and I just never... Please, please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs?
Damn, Nubula, you had to be so deep.
Very well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
Also, even though it's obvious just by his ears, but like, we know he's not human.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bring Marcel to the Fountain Plaza. Humans, eh? Yep. Still says highly dangerous. I'm starting to think that the reason why it says that is because I lifted up my world level and my characters are not up to snuff.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then, I drank water from the primordial sea. It heightened my sensitivity to the hydro element.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well?
Oh, Vache.
Whoops.
Ah!
Yes, that's it. So you heard it too.
Vignere, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache?
I'm here! Where are you, Vignere? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Vignere, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vignere!
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left.
It's been 84 years.
All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this?
Serial killer dies with water.
Vignere, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Damn.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day.
Oh, okay. Damn.
If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself.
Oh man, I thought she was going to say, and she probably will later, like, oh, I can't, like, all of the things that you did with the water, like, all of that stuff is, like, unforgivable. I was, okay.
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks.
Okay. The music became more ominous.
It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vinier. Who are you?
Okay.
You're right. I am not Vinier. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea.
Okay.
Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vinier.
Why? But then, where is Vinier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore.
Oh.
Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vinier's beloved.
Got him.
From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vinier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
What are you doing here? It looks like I didn't meet Vinier back then either. They must have wanted me to lure Marcel back here. Wait, lure Marcel here from the very beginning.
No! Vinier! She can't hate me. Let me see her, please. Have mercy.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vinier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore.
Dang.
But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Oh my god. Later, the guards found that the culprit of the serial disappearances case appeared to have lost his soul. Oh my... Okay. How can they measure that? Several days later. Oh my god. He didn't... it's raining again. That was...
Finally, we have some time to do shopping.
In the rain.
Gosh. It's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Nomad says she is judge, jury, and executioner. Is the machine that makes the final judgment does the machine that makes the final judgment use this water? That's a good question. That's a good question. Inspector Who says he died of fright. Yeah, that's most likely what happened, like, physically. I just love how instead of, like, I love how instead of they found him dead, it's they found that he lost his soul, and I'm like, whoa, okay. That was a pretty dope scene. That was a really cool scene. Shopping is stressful in its own way, though. My legs are killing me.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Hi, it's raining. We're doing shopping in the rain.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
Not even an umbrella.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Hey, you did a little bow.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, little penguin, little penguin thingies. So cute.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come.
Dang.
This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago.
Things turned out as well as they could have.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service.
Oh.
Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since.
Yeah, that's good.
She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Of course.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Hey.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clorand out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better
that's
terms
good.
now?
That's better.
While you were investigating Vaché's headquarters, Clorand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's
sweet.
Great. Paimon also thought Clorand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Yeah, Clorand strikes me as the person who it's like a the work is tough, I guess.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended.
That's adorable.
And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him, to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Can I come too?
Mm-hmm. We want to go too. We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
If Nubilet is the Hydro Dragon, Homie is going through a really tough time.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be.
Is it Marcel?
Isn't that Nubilet?
Oh!
Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
It's Navia. Don't you see the subtitle?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
Neuvillette is such a nice guy. And awkward, too.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Yeah, he's a bit awkward. He seems to, like, take everything pretty literally. Also, okay, so it seems like it's common knowledge that he's not human. Which, I mean, okay, it makes sense. He doesn't have the ears, but I don't know.
In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway?
Oof.
There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival.
Huh.
But Mr. Callis proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callis made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here.
Sorry if I'm, like, quiet right now. It's just... this is a really good scene.
I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callis in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner.
Nomad says, justice is patient. Justice is kind. Wait, that's not it. That's love.
This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days.
Aww.
That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
That's cute.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Yeah, he's awkward. He's awkward. No, you know, Neuvillette is probably the person that when he goes to a restaurant and a waiter says, like, enjoy your meal, he's probably the type to say you too.
So Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done.
Following Navia and Neuvillette, you also pay your respects to Callis.
Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before.
He's all the way over there.
Did Paimon do anything rude there?
Well, you're not usually supposed to fly around someone's grave.
Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly. Oh no.
Wow, she took it seriously.
Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit? If we can't talk to Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
So, like, well, before because I'm pretty sure we're at the end of the act. It definitely feels like that. And if we are, I want to end it. I kind of agree with what Navia said during, like, the scene where she was, like, basically chewing him out earlier in, like, the previous stream, where she said, like, more or less, she said, like, it's not that you don't have emotions, it's that you just don't express them. And so, since he's not human and probably doesn't understand emotions all that well, like, here's me coming up with a little headcanon, which like, he knows he has emotion, or like, he feels things.
This is no time for distraction.
Shut up, Lenny. He feels things, and he feels them pretty strongly. But I think he doesn't realize how strongly he's feeling them. And it takes, like, a case like this for him to finally, like, break, I guess. Or to, like, realize something more, like, about himself. And it's very interesting because, like, he's not a bad person in any way. Obviously he isn't. But it's that I think it's, like, because he doesn't understand emotions or humans very well. That's probably why he clings on to the law so much. Because I think in his mind, well, the law is how you run things. The law is the things that humans abide by. So it must be right. Right? And like, he even said himself that, like, he thinks humans pretty much only, not necessarily look out for themselves, but their ultimate goal is survival. And so it's like it's basically him realizing that the things people do are a lot more complicated than, like, innocent / guilty. And it's interesting because he's the judge. He's not the judge, it's the Oratrice, but he's effectively the judge. He's the Chief Justice. And it's like what Maurice...
What they say is true. You have...
It's like what Maurice... Was that his name? Crazy guy. It's kind of like what the crazy guy said, where... Or actually, no, better the thing that Navia said. It's like, human lives mean nothing compared to the lives that you hold... The laws that you hold dear. And so, like, I think that in his mind... those laws are above human life, because it's like I said, it's like, well, it's the things that humans follow. It's the sense of human morality, and probably doesn't realize that it's a lot more complicated. There's more to that. You know, justice, ethics, moralities is a very complicated...
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is...
It's a very complicated issue. I'm like freezing too much. They're idling. What I'm saying is that Neuvillette is such an interesting character. Because I think this all stems from because he's not human. You know, he's not human, but he's in a position that requires a lot of... He's in a position that both requires cold logic, but also human empathy. And he got the one half good, right. And it's like I said, it's not that he doesn't have empathy and he doesn't have emotions. I think he just doesn't understand them / process them in a way that, like, makes him understand. I don't know. I hope I'm making it clear. I'm sorry. I went on a whole character analysis with this guy. He's a very interesting character. He's super interesting. Alright, let's talk to him. Also, I love his stupid fucking bow on his hair.
it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Oh! Okay. This is just like Sumeru, where so in the first couple nations, whenever these would appear, it would mean like it was the end of the entire like arc. But in Sumeru, because the Sumeru arc was so long, we kind of had this as kind of like a halfway point. Okay. About water from the primordial sea.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea, but what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet.
Okay.
The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea.
Oh.
You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Okay.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
It makes me wonder, because, again, I'm assuming that it has a connection with the primordial one. Is the sea from before the primordial one? Or did they create it? I'm leaning more towards they created it, because they didn't, okay, so in the lore, the primordial one didn't create the world, but they did shape the world, / prepared the world, / formed the world, not formed, but like, basically made it what it is.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead?
I'm sorry, that delivery, that voice delivery.
To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
It probably has to do with the prophecy. There's a prophecy in Fontaine that, like, the prophecy is that Fontaine will be completely sunken and all of the people will dissolve into the water. And Fontaine has sunken before. From what I know lore-wise, it has a very long history of being sunken and rebuilt and sunken again. That's why the walls in the city are, like, so high. Oh, crap! Okay, that's the second one. Sweet. About the prophecy that has been circulating around Fontaine.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good.
It's like, yes, a recap for the audience.
Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
Yep.
That's right! It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
Okay. So it's only been around for 500 years then.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels, and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant, and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
Okay, okay.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
It's a good question.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
He doesn't answer. About Childe.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it.
Inspector Who says, reject Monk, evolve to crab, seawater. Yes. Farina has to deal with global warming. I mean, effectively.
Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Huh. So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate.
It's like not only does it have a consciousness, but it's like talking too.
In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama.
I love that he says, like, I doubt even she, as in, like, he's surprised by the fact that she doesn't know what's going on. Even though that's pretty much all that we've seen of her. It's just her being confused and then bluffing.
While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede.
Great, he's in jail now.
If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
Hydro Dragon stopped crying. Indeed.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Yep.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Alright, about my sibling.
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler? I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epicles. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
I have no more questions.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
Dang.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
It's like a doctor. Inspector Who says Ether was a good boy. Yes.
Alright, you've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Aw. Ah, that's such a nice way to end it. That was so sweet. What the? Hello? What is this about? We're done. Yeah, we're done with the Archon quest. That's why I was confused at first. What the heck are these? They're probably just like mini quests that take place like after the main one. They have that sometimes. Well, guys, that was the Fontaine Archon quest. What we have so far. Definitely want to stream Act 3 when it eventually comes out. I don't know when. I can't imagine it's like butterfly. It's too far away. On the subject of that, I need to make some food because I don't have much food to revive my babies. Newbie happy now. Yes, he is. That final scene, that end scene was so sweet with him. That was so sweet. Newbie is he's such an interesting character. He really is. Cause I don't know, I already went on a whole, is this gonna let me come? Yes. I already went like on an entire like thing about why I think he's incredibly interesting. But I don't know, he is. He really is. But if I would try to summarize it in simple words, like, to me it's, well, he's not human, and he doesn't understand not only human emotions, but his own emotions. And so because of that, he treats the law as if it's absolute. And it's moments like these that made him realize, like, wait, actually, human, emotion and justice are actually a lot more complicated than I thought. This is very fascinating. Such an interesting character. That was fun, catch you next time. Yeah, I'm gonna like, whoa, hello? No. I need a character that gives me a suspicious, no, I don't want any suspicious foods. I'm just getting revival food right now. I'm just making some. Is this it? Oh, actually, yes, I need to make some. Yes, I need to make some eggs. There, I don't have any eggs. Let's make like 10. I gotta make some eggs. Cause eggs, okay, so like there's like sweet madames and skewers heal your characters, but things like eggs, these straight up revive them. And I think I used my last one when Ayato died. Okay, and some steak. I don't know how much steak I have. Where's the steak? Where's the steak? Where? Ah, there it is. 25 steak? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. Let me see if there was this like soup. Yeah. Radish soup. 42? When did I have 42 radish soup? I could have sworn I had like none. Okay, fine. Well, that's it. Yeah. That's not totally it. So, as always, I'm not really sure when exactly I'm going to, I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to stream next time, because hopefully, because now that we're done with the Fontaine Archon quest, I want to do Linny's story quest, because I love him, and I want to learn more about the little goober. So, I want to learn more about the little goober.
This is no time for distractions.
So, hopefully I'll get to that. Most likely on Wednesday. Hopefully on Wednesday. If I'm not busy. But of course I have to see. If not, then Friday or Saturday. If not on Friday or Saturday.
You have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
Yeah, either one of those. Hopefully again on Wednesday. We can do a Linny story quest, learn more about him, and then after that, maybe, hopefully, we can finish Golden Slumber. Because I've been putting off Golden Slumber since, like, the summer event. So, hopefully once I do Linny's story quest, we can jump right back to Golden Slumber and, like, actually, like, finish that. Actually finish the Sumeru stuff before all of this. But, yeah, no, that's, pretty much it. Got nothing else. That's it. Let's just go back to the Infinite Void for a second. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's, there we go. There we go. I don't know if that actually shows anything. But yeah, no, that's, it. I hope y'all, really like the stream. Still under 3 hours. That's amazing. I can't believe that. The previous acts took a really long time, but it was probably because the game kept crashing. But yeah, no, I keep talking. I'm stalling at this point. Yeah, no, that's it. Hope you guys had a good time watching the stream. I had a blast with this one. Fontaine is surprising me with everything they do. And yeah, hopefully I could stream again on Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll see. If not, then on Friday, then I should be able to. As long as I'm not too busy. But yeah, no, that's it.